hopefully you can hear me over the defroster in my car. It has been raining all night, and then it froze, and it's still kind of raining, but also freezing. It's 27 degrees, so in theory, you'd think it would be snow, but it's still raining. My name is Monica. I am a third-year special education teacher in a little school in Wisconsin, and I teach K through 5 special education. So some years I'll do reading and math, some years I'm doing science and social studies along with reading and math. Sometimes I'm doing social skills, sometimes I'm doing phonics and writing. Like, you never know what's gonna happen in my life. Welcome to the channel. It is January 27th. The month is almost over. January literally takes forever. Hopefully February flies by and March is spring break. And I don't even do anything over spring break. I just like sleeping. I'm gonna go to school. I'll catch you guys there later. Having a little snack. Climb students are putting on a puppet show right now, so that's where I'm headed to watch. Kind of a little free time. Exciting, right? Everyone likes a good puppet show.
Let's go to the playground and watch.
So your balance on my tape dispenser and my keyboard is after school. It is 4:40. I finished my tier 2 meeting, which went okay. One of the students we were covering probably will end up getting referred next year. He's just really far behind and really struggling in a lot of things, and I just feel bad for him. And he's actually farther behind than the sped student I see, so there's a lot of concerns there. I'm really not feeling great. I've got a headache. I was planning on going home and editing the vlog from last week, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm also just feeling like really bummed. I just have like so much going on and so much paperwork and so many evals, and it's just a lot. I'm ready for this year to be over. Next year's gonna be paradise. 9 kids at similar like reading, math, behavior levels. It's gonna be wonderful. I can't wait. I'm gonna drag myself home. I don't know, maybe find some dinner on the way home or just go to bed. I don't know if I really even want to eat it all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hello, it's Tuesday. I started out with some Woodcock-Johnson testing with a student today, and then conveniently, some of my students had science during their reading time, so they had to leave me. So I pulled that kid back out of music to finish some testing. So I'm like halfway done with the Woodcock-Johnson on the first day. That never happens, because that test, whew, it's a doozy. Pretty legit lunch today. Hello from me, from the future. I'm realizing now that I was just wandering around Target that I forgot that when I was mentioning the Woodcock, that's not common knowledge a lot of places. A Woodcock-Johnson. Basically, the Woodcock-Johnson is a standardized test for testing like achievement scores of students. So they call it the sub-tests and the battery. So I do 13 of the sub-tests that give you like 5 magical scores that decide if a student qualifies for special education or not. So the student I am currently testing, it is her 3-year re-eval. So every 3 years you need to re-eval a student to see if they still qualify for special education, or if they can move on and out and they're out of special education, or if they qualify for a different disability area. For example, in my state, you can only be significantly developmentally delayed, aka SDD, until the age of 9. So at 9, they have to be re-evaled to see if they qualify for like a specific learning disability, or if they just move out of SPED and they're fine, which is kind of rare. Anywho, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Just the usual mess at the end of the day. My parent needs to bag up some animal crackers. The student earned some iPad time. We're cutting up unicorns for tomorrow, and this is the student's pet kits and animal crackers. So busy. And then over here we've got groundhogs. And then Amazon came. I honestly just thought I was getting this Minecraft book, but then all this other stuff came, so somebody must have ordered off my wish list. I looked at it. What?
What are those?
Those are worth 50 cents. Literally, one of my top 10 tips for teachers is always have ice cream at school, because when you have a crappy day or it's just been long and you have piles and piles of things to clean up, ice cream will make the day so much better. But it's 4:30, it's after school. I don't really have anything pressing tomorrow. I can make all my copies in the morning, and I don't have any paperwork that's really due. I still have the individual service plan that I need to finish, but the school psych isn't finished with her portion yet, so I feel fine not having mine entirely finalized either. but I need to go to Target. Originally, I was gonna go to Walmart. There's a student here who his shoes are just wrecked and we were gonna buy him some shoes. And since I work at Walmart, usually they ask me, and I was gonna go to Walmart, but then I need some other things too, like Sour Patch Kids. We are running out so quickly, so I need another container of those. And I don't know, I just like browsing Target, so I'm not gonna go to Walmart just to get a couple things when I could go to Target and get a drink and then browse around. Last night, I went home and I went to bed at 5:30. Yes, 5:30. And I literally slept through the entire night. So I am wide awake, have lots of energy, and I have plenty of time to go to Target and not go to the gym. I've already bagged up some animal crackers. I try to reuse the Ziploc baggies because honestly they house the animal crackers and then the kids eat them and then I just fill them back up with animal crackers. So then it's not so wasteful unless, I mean, there's certain kids who I know are kind of germy. So those kids, I just throw theirs right away. So then I just like write on the bag when it's empty, like this says goldfish. So then I'm not putting like Sour Patch Kid sour stuff in with goldfish because nobody wants sour goldfish. But yes, I'm going to put away the crackers and then all of these is for unicorn nest tomorrow, aka Wednesday eagle's nest time. So I have like some of the heads and stuff I was cutting out, a bunch of the horns, just because in the 15 minutes of time I have with my students, then I'm not spending time finding heads and ears and stuff, but I'm not gonna finish that. I'm just gonna put it all in a general pile and we'll deal with that in the morning. So yesterday, one of my students mentioned that he really wanted to read a Pete the Cat book, really bad. He wanted the Pete the Cat pirate book, so I ordered that, and then this fractions workbook off of Amazon. And so today when I got two packages, I assumed it was the Pete book and my fractions book, as well as like a sensory water toy. So I let the student open the package I assumed the Pete book was in. I almost had a riot on my hands because Lydia struck again and sent me a couple gifts. She sent me these cute little Valentine's hearts that we're gonna use to make Valentine's next week. 3 8-packs of the multicultural crayons, aka the skin colored crayons, the book The Night of the Zombie Goldfish. And then she also sent me a package of punch cards for behaviors, just because some of my students don't need a full-on money behavior system, and I have a couple friends next door in the regular ed classroom who could probably benefit from a punch card too, because they also want to know, like they see my students coming back with a prize and they want to know how they can get it too, and they do have some issues behaviorally, so I have like 1,000 of them, so I could hand a couple out to my teacher friends. I'll link everything that I bought / Lydia bought down below if you're interested. Yeah, Lydia, you rock, thank you. Even though there was almost a riot. I was like, oh, Pete must be hiding. And then I checked my Amazon and it's supposed to come tomorrow. Whew, crisis averted. Okay, I'm eating the rest of my snack and I'm gonna go. So currently I just have like carpets on this long cloud pencils, and then right here I have the glitter crayons. So I think I'm gonna make this the fancy crayon drawer, and I'm gonna buy a container like this to keep those in, just so that they're not getting mixed up in the giant jumble of crayons I already have. So I've recently discovered how much I enjoy the mango dragon fruit drink, but without the berries. I don't know. I guess it takes me long enough to drink a large, aka venti, that the berries get like weird and soggy, and I don't know, it just doesn't taste as good. It looks really boring because it's just like tea colored, but it's really good. Well, it looks like I have to go to Walmart anyways. I'm not impressed with the shoes here. My students' favorite colors are like red and black together, and really all the shoes here are kind of brown. Not very athletic-y for like a 10-year-old boy. And I know Walmart has some, so it looks like we're going there. So basically, I'm refilling the Sour Patch Kids. I'm getting this little plant that I'm gonna try growing in my window just to see if my new shelf will allow plants to grow better than they did in the past for Mother's Day. I was growing plants in the windowsill, but they got too dried out from the heater, and some of them worked and some of them didn't. So I'm gonna try it because the shelf is suction cupped to the window and it's farther up, so I think it'll be okay. The ring pops are for my Valentine's Day gift bags, plus a little motivation for a certain student. I'm getting the Jolly Ranchers to add to my stuff that's worth $0.25, since I really only have 3 things. I'm gonna get the Kit Kats. They're raspberry cream for the staff lounge because I'm interested in eating them and I would like to share them with my coworkers. And then a little snacky snack plate. Okay, so Target was kind of successful. I mean, I got a little snack out of it, and and I got a nice drink out of it. I got some of the stuff I needed, but I still need to get the crayon container and shoes for students. So off to Walmart we go, even though I was trying to not go there tonight. Oh well, such is life. We got all new colors. Very exciting at this Walmart. So much better than carrying a basket around. Currently just texted 3 of my friends to decide if I should get this. I mean, for $5, it's a pretty good deal. Not really a fan of this brand, but I like it kind of. I don't know. I need advice. So I found my crayon box for my people colored crayons. This, I think my foundation's flashcards / sight words that I'm using will fit. So that's the big one that my foundation's cards will hopefully fit in. And these are the crayon boxes. I used to keep them on a ring, but it's kind of a mess because I used to leave it on just a binder ring, but now it's foundations word cards, but it's also index note cards where I've been adding words from their guided reading books or the reading mastery words that we just keep stumbling on. So I need something to put it in, and that's not a ring. Where my kidney bean table is, where I put everything that I'm using during the day and then I shove it on the shelf when I leave. The only bummer about having a Walmart who has their act together is the clearance aisle is always so empty. Like this is like just regular totes, and this little bit right here, that's the clearance aisle, and it's always so empty. Where if I go to other Walmarts, like there's so many good deals because they have stuff everywhere. Okay, off to shoes. The thing about this kid is he's either a 6 or a 7, so a 6 is still a kid size and a 7 is a men's size, so we're just gonna get one of each. But then I can't get the same style, I think. When I was looking at the ones at Target, they had some in 6s, but they weren't red and black, and they were also $35, and I know they're probably like $20 here. And the kid won't keep the shoes. We'll keep them at school, and then when he goes up to middle school, we'll put it in the gym closet with all the rest of the tennis shoes that we have for kids to use when they forget their gym shoes. Just hit my leg again. Really not liking these carts. But if you do need a lot of the crayon boxes, I recommend that you wait until back to school season, because usually they'll go to 50 cents and then to a quarter, because they always have like 1,000 of them. So that's why I have so many that I have my Bridges cards and other random assortments of things in them, and then I only buy them during the year when I want them, because I want them. But I wouldn't buy 50 of them for $1 piece. No way. I wait till they're a quarter. I wish they had some of the Velcro style, or just like this kind where it's like a stretch, because while he knows how to tie his shoes, he'd rather trip over them all day than actually tie them. So then he's constantly tripping all over his shoes or having somebody else tie them. And so his shoes right now, like the laces part is ripped out. So there's no saving your shoes right now. Okay, I'm headed home now. I'm gonna have some pasta and watch The Bachelor, because I didn't watch it last night because it's 5 o'clock. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. New guided reading books. I'm gonna get the books on my students' clip so that we can read them tomorrow. We're doing all E's and F's. So much progress. Being about email from the mountains, park cleanup, birdseed, machines in the home, fox on the wall, and Flea and Big Bill. Now that is what I was expecting yesterday. Pirate Pete. Cool water timer I'm gonna try with the student just to kind of add to my calm down area. Third graders are really struggling with fractions, and just a little extra fun work for my second graders.
Thousand have gotten sick from the coronavirus. It's called that because it's a type of disease that can cause respiratory problems. It's killed at least 80 people in China, and it has spread to several other countries, from Australia to the United States.
It's 4 o'clock now. The pile is real. The stress is real. I just got done having a meeting with the 2 5th grade teachers, the 4th grade teacher, the principal, and we're trying to figure out a plan for a student and changing her incentive chart and stuff. And so it's kind of working, but like still a lot of work. I'm having dinner with my parents at 5. We're ordering from our favorite fish place. And basically I have to leave here at 4:30, which means I got a half hour to get stuff. Most important thing, my Flair pens fell in the garbage today. I had cereal this morning, so that was a bummer. I don't know why this is dented, but casualties. So yeah, need to sanitize my markers, which, you know, probably should anyways, because they're in a lot of There's a lot of kids who lick my markers and put them in their nose. I mean, I sanitize it as I see it, but you know, they all could use a good sanitizing. I want to fix the behavior chart I was referencing earlier. Basically, in the morning, they're going to have the classroom teachers behavior tracking system where they get a system of fines if they're not doing it, and then in the afternoon they'll have mine. So at first I think it'll be confusing for the student because they all have two different behavior systems happening, but one is happening in her grade level classroom and one is happening in mine, just so she can keep the rewards separate basically. And we just really want to be consistent, so we're having a meeting tomorrow in the morning before school with the kid so we can just tell her our expectations and like what her schedule for the day is going to be basically for the rest of the year. There's been some times of the day where she's like, oh, she's supposed to leave me and go to social studies, or she's supposed to leave me and go to a different classroom teacher, like her buddy room, and she doesn't, and she like winds up in the office and does a craft or something because nobody knows where exactly she's supposed to be. Like, our communication is lacking, and so we just really wanted to get a plan together and make sure that we knew what she was supposed to be doing. I'm hopeful tomorrow that I will finish Woodcock-Johnson testing with this student. We have like 3 tests left, and then I'll be able to compile her scores and basically decide if number-wise, if she qualifies, and then we'll have like the team decision if she's still qualifying for a specific learning disability, or if she's ready to be released from special education services, or if it's in a different area. You just never know.
We are not.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
They wave at us.
Weston, we're taking turns. I died, your turn. What, you died? My turn. You like it?
We're not.
Solve the puzzle.
Oh no. Yeah, I'll get the coin this time.
Another super exciting Thursday. I'm so excited that tomorrow's Friday. My kids were doing all sorts of reading. We were researching viruses. Our System 44 reading has a lot of nonfiction text right now on viruses, bacterias, and so we're making a poster, and my kids are researching the one they like best. Our 2nd graders and our 5th graders are buddying together and are doing coding together, and then during tutoring we were doing some unicorn and some fractions. Great, great, great. Sometimes when I sit here long enough, I can hear water dripping down the wall, and I'm assuming it's like this false wall back behind this whiteboard is actually like not a real wall. But you can just hear the dripping, which is strange. But I'm used to it. It's distracting. Data from a student doing the Woodcock-Johnson, and she's like on the verge of not being in SPED anymore, which is like, great, ooh, I did my job. She doesn't qualify anymore. I fixed her. But like, math-wise, I was banking on her being in SPED math next year. She's not ready for regular math, even though the Woodcock-Johnson says that she can do it. Oh no, can't. She needs major assistance. So that's something I'm also struggling with right now. We got new behavior chart I was talking about yesterday. My expectations, indoor voice, assigned area on time, shoes on, positive words, completing my work, not leaving the classroom without permission, wearing all my winter clothing outside, and listening to adults. Easy things. And then for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections that she earns smileys with me. Guys, we are officially halfway tomorrow. Day 90. Yes!
McDonald's, let me help you.
Hi, can I get a McChicken, a large fry, a large caramel frappe, and then a large Coke? 7 o'clock.
Friday morning, let's do this. But first we need to go inside and get a coffee and a donut, and then we are ready to start our day. So the whole way here, I was just like, woo, it's Friday, so exciting, can't wait for the weekend. And then it hit me, it's the last Friday of the month, which means 4th grade is having their end of the month party. They always have caffeine-free soda, and then they have popcorn from like a movie theater style popcorn maker. So the whole school then smells like popcorn. Last month, one of my students basically tried to break down the door into the popcorn machine area / teacher's lounge to get some popcorn, and that was quite a treat. So let's hope we don't have a repeat of that. Oh, please. I've had a fantastic week with minimal behaviors, and I would love to keep it that way. Okay, let's go inside and eat my donut and see what today brings us. Nutmeg. It's a compound word. Put it together. Nutmeg. Pumpkin. Pumpkin. So this is what we're having for lunch. They changed the supply on the corn dogs and they look semi-strange, but I love this strawberry salad. But it's been a really good day so far, but the popcorn hasn't been brought out yet, so we'll see how that goes. But during reading, my friends are making posters on viruses, but I'm monitoring the whole 5th grade just to see what all their internet is doing, because all my students are basically 5th graders on the Chromebook, so I was making sure that they were doing what they were supposed to do, but I ended up blocking like 5 other kids who are on like Huna Math games and PBIS kids. Come on, guys. It's a miracle. The desk is kind of clean. Not. So we made groundhogs, obviously. One of mine gave hers a tail. Okie dokie. 35 degrees, sunny skies, melting snow, no coat. It's a wonderful day. I definitely have enough time though to run to Culver's first, so I'm gonna go to Culver's and get some ice cream and probably onion rings and then a root beer, and then I'll catch you guys at Walmart. So I had a wonderful Friday, especially considering that I thought today was gonna be an absolute disaster. And the best part was there was extra popcorn, so when my students got their writing paper done in the afternoon, I was like, hey, first paper, then popcorn, and they all just lost their minds. Flavor of the day was cookie dough craving, which is right up my alley. A lot of the staff members at my school are doing like Whole30 or other weight watching kind of things, and so a lot of them are not into popcorn, so there was a lot left over. So I took some for my kids and we got stuff done. My plans are for this weekend to start all the paperwork for the evaluation meeting that I'm having on Thursday, and like think about what my sub plans are going to be for Tuesday. Tuesday, I actually have a sub. I have a meeting to go to for PBIS. I'm the tier 2 coach at our school along with one other person, and usually I don't have a sub, and this lady picked it up, but she's like notorious for canceling. So I wouldn't be sad if she canceled. But then also the 2nd grade teacher is the tier 1 coach, and she doesn't have a sub right now either. So if worse comes to worse and she doesn't get a sub, I would offer for my sub to go there, and I would not go to the meeting and just stay at school because I don't know. I don't really get that much out of the meetings. A lot of the times we're sharing on like what our tier 2 team does and how other schools are like implementing the stuff, and I really don't get much out of it, I guess. So I only ordered one ice cream, but the lady came to my window and gave me my onion rings and then was like, oh, they already gave you the flavor of the day. They didn't tell me that. And then she started walking away and I was like, wait, ma'am, you forgot my number, because I had my number sitting here and she'd forgotten to take it. And then she came back and she's like, oh, thanks. And then she's just like, you know what? Just take it. So now I have 2 ice creams to eat. So it's 4:30. I'm gonna eat my ice cream, my onion rings, and then I have a return to do. I'm gonna go inside to Walmart after that and do some work. Hopefully all of that underwear from last vlog is gone. Hello, if you're new here, I also work at Walmart twice a week, usually during the summer. I pretty much live here like 60 hours a week. It's insane, but yeah, I like money. So, woo, see you later. It is straight up raining right now. Man, this weather is weird. Last day of January and it's raining. Strange. I'm having toaster strudels for dinner. Positive life choices. Tomorrow my boyfriend is getting tires on his car, so I'm taking him to Farm and Fleet. So then I'm taking my boyfriend to Farm and Fleet to drop his car off, but then he's stuck with me, and of course we're going to Dunkin' because it's practically next door. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, what's up? It is now Saturday. My boyfriend is going in and dropping off his car, and then I'm gonna give him a ride home. But of course we're going to Dunkin' first, because if you're gonna wake me up early to make me go drop your car off, of course I need some coffee. My plan is today is to go to the gym, shop online for a baby registry item for a teacher mate, and that's pretty much it. So I don't think you'll see much of me except for at the gym today. So I'll catch you later at the gym. Besides the fact that there's snow still, it feels like spring. It's almost 40 degrees. Like, I'm wearing sandals. Granted, I'm wearing socks and sandals, So my boyfriend had scalloped potatoes for lunch, which is not my favorite at all by any means. So I'm gonna run and grab Subway. And then if the line for the car wash isn't long, I'm gonna give my car a nice little wash. Oh, spring! Everything about warm weather just makes me so happy. Okay, there wasn't a line. I can't believe it because it's beautiful. Why wouldn't you give your car a car wash on a beautiful day like this? But I'm anticipating that absolutely nothing exciting will happen tomorrow at all. Just a typical 10 to 10 Walmart shift day. So I'm just gonna end the video right here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you could hear this. Like this video if you liked what I had to say. And if you want to, subscribe to my channel so you can see every time I upload. I pretty much upload once a week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Just kind of a like chill out sensory time.